these days, whenever I bring in firewood from the garage, it always makes me sad. And it makes me sad because when when I first moved here, or when my mom and I first moved here 20 years ago, and I would carry wood in for her, I would always have to, um, every time I pick up a piece of wood, I would check for little spiders and insects, and then I would, or sow bugs, and then I would, um, blow them off into the pile, or somehow get them to safety. And then I noticed about 10 years ago that my searching for the spiders, etc., was pretty much pro forma because I never found them anymore. And now I don't even bother to look because I never see any spiders or anybody living in there. And when I first moved here 20 years ago, during the winter, I would see masses of harvestmen, daddy longlegs, uh, gathering under eaves, and they would be the size of a dinner plate, and they would go out probably this thick. And if you get too close to them, they would all start moving their legs, and the whole thing would pulse. And by about 10 years ago, I would maybe see a half dozen harvestmen trying to hang together through the winter. And I haven't seen a cluster at all. 10 years, 8 years, 7 years. It's this way with everything. Everyone's being killed. And this is something not many of us think about, and less of us do something about. And I read not very long ago that the biomass of wolf spiders in the tundra is 60 times that of wolves. So if you just measure the mass of all the little itty bitty wolf spiders, they are 60 times bigger in mass than or heavier in mass, or more massive than wolves. And I don't know what's going on up there, but I think that that's probably true in a lot of places where the great biomass of the place at one point was insects, and they're all being killed. And of course, when you kill the insects, you kill the birds, you kill everybody. It's, I mean, one of the things that one of the questions I used to ask people, and that is central to all of my work, is, unless it's stopped, do you believe that this culture will kill everything on the planet? And of course it will, unless it's stopped. And I've written about this for my entire adult life, and I've thought about this for my entire life, and I still don't understand why most people don't care. It's extraordinary too. One more thing about this, which is the resilience of life. This planet has been so forgiving of us, and I mean, can you imagine how insects have done even as well as they have, given that the last 80 years has been an all-out assault using nerve agents to try to kill all of them, and somehow they have persisted. But we should not mistake that resilience and that tenacity for invulnerability. Because if we do, well, we're going to see what we're seeing, which is the murder of all that lives.